they could do.
Wait.
Onville is
So people test land speed records in the U.S.? What is going on, guys? It is JJ here, back with a new video, and today we are going to take a look. I'm so happy. We did a video recently about the sort of top speed onboard. Actually, I say recently, I mean yesterday. We did a video about the top speed for onboards for cars in F1, and honestly, some of the videos that we were watching were unbelievable. The speeds that they were going, well over 200 miles an hour. Daniel Ricciardo was a very consistent member of that video. Verstappen was a part of it. Hamilton was a part of it. Kimi Räikkönen was in there. The onboards were unreal. I had an absolute blast watching them, which made me think, and I'm glad I said this question in the video, and you guys sort of answered it, but I needed to take a look for myself, was how fast has an F1 car, unregulated, sort of unfiltered, gone? Because I kind of want to know. Like, I think you guys answered in the comments, which, by the way, you guys' comments, I read every single one of them. I'm responding to yesterday's video's comments today. I'm a little bit behind. I do apologize for that, but you guys have been amazing in the comments. You guys let me know the Bugatti, I think it's gone land speed, 250 miles an hour, which we will be taking a look at that Top Gear video tomorrow. Please be sure to stay tuned on the channel for that. I think you guys will love that. But anyway, we're gonna take a look at how fast an F1 car is sort of compared to that. Obviously the Bugatti has like I think it's double the amount of horsepower, but it's a lot heavier. The F1 car, on the other hand, is so much lighter, the pinnacle of engineering, but has a limit to it essentially based off of the parts that it is granted. So we're gonna take a look at the F1 car from WTF1. I will always plug his channel. Unbelievable channel, by the way. Absolutely amazing F1 content. Go check it out. Ding ding ding, that's a little plug. But anyway, we're gonna take a look at his sort of video explaining the F1 car that went over 400 kilometers an hour. I don't even know how fast that is. But anyway, we're gonna get into the video. Let's get into the video. As well as you can find the original video and videos down in the description. We're gonna take a look at that car that has hit the fastest ever F1 speed, which I need to, while we're here, I really typed 2 O's. 400 kilometers, 2 miles per hour. So can I just like get an answer? Are you, can you 240, okay, 240 miles an hour. That's apparently what the speed record is. Yeah, we're gonna watch the speed record first. Actually, we're gonna watch the fastest ever recorded speed in an F1 car first. We're probably gonna watch it and then come back and watch it after the WTF video. So let's start with this.
This is how fast Formula One cars actually go.
Sergio Perez is the one who set the record? No way. I thought F1 cars in races couldn't do that. He's gaining on him, so I did not like that. And he lost control. He lost control. Honestly, that makes so much sense. It makes so much sense that he lost control there. The fact that he was hitting that top speed,
is how fast Formula One cars
71
actually
kilometers
go.
an hour, 231 miles an hour, and then also trying to pass someone. Like, he hit that speed, like they got away on the corner, on the bend, and then he just drags them back slowly. That top speed is nutty. And then yeah, he tries to pass them. See, that's where you can't say you lose me. That's how someone gets hurt. That's how someone gets hurt. But okay, we're gonna come back to that in just a moment. Let's get into the WTF video.
The Formula One car that was built to go over 400 kilometers an hour. It goes without saying that Formula One is the absolute pinnacle of technology in motorsport.
It is.
Every year
That's true.
the teams try to
Sorry,
build
just
the
making sure that's
fastest
not
car
right.
possible to win the championship. The
Go
one
back.
thing that holds them back from going faster is the technical regulations within the sport. They have to adhere to certain rules for safety purposes, which essentially limit the car's capabilities.
Which, think about it. Essentially, while you have made the sport safer, like the same way the NFL does with helmets, the same way baseball does with steroids, etc., But there's so much more potential speed that you can have. And with those regulations as well, who knows like what drivers would be winning, how it could maybe make competition more fair. I'm trying to see a Fast and the Furious version of the F1. I'm trying to see it. No one will have it because if someone dies, obviously there's so much liability, there's so much drama that's involved in that. But imagine if there was. You feel me? Like imagine if there was.
It's crazy to think that it is normalised for us Formula One fans nowadays that the cars reach around 320 kilometres an hour in most races and we don't even bat an eyelid. The fastest speed we've ever seen during a Grand Prix weekend was from Valtteri Bottas, who clocked a whopping 378 kilometres an hour.
So not even the Sergio Perez.
35 miles per hour in his Williams at Baku in 2016. Top speed like that is mad when you consider that an F1 car is really designed for the corners. The car makes downforce which manipulates the air around the car to push it into the track so it can go faster through the corners. But on the straights, that creates drag. The large wings pull the car back and brings down the top speed. But what if you took those restrictions away and built a Formula One car to go as fast as possible in a straight line? Well, in 2006, the Honda F1 team decided to see how fast they could go in an F1 car. They set themselves a miracle goal of 400 kilometers an hour, and to try and beat it, they went to the world-famous Bonneville Salt Flats to see what they could do.
Wait. So people test land speed records in the U.S.? Really? I guess I could probably press play and maybe figure out where this is, but I did not realize they could use set land speed records in the U.S. I don't know why I thought it would be somewhere else, like the Nürburgring or Germany. For some reason, I thought somewhere in Europe would probably be like the best place to test a top speed of cars. The fact that it's in the U.S. is pretty wicked. I like that.
Speed freak heaven. It's an old lake bed where the water has evaporated and left behind the floor.
Just gigantic salt, I know that.
The flats are used for speed records because the ground is exactly that, flat. Cars can go on for miles with no obstacles. Perfect for speed records.
Wow.
The person at the wheel was Honda test driver Alan van der Merwe, who is now F1's medical car driver. He told F1 in 2017, "We knew it was a ridiculous idea, 400 kilometers an hour. We'd said it wasn't possible. The cars do the speed they do on the track, 360, 370 kilometers an hour with a tow. You can't make them go faster." Please do subscribe to the WTF.
Big up, subscribe to that man.
Trying to hit 1 million
that man deserves it.
Which would be a ridiculous
He deserves every bit of it.
So please do hit that subscribe button. Love ya. Let's talk about the car itself. It was a slightly adjusted version of the
Bonneville 400
car. The rear wing was now a stability fin like an aeroplane tail, and they'd taken off the restrictions on the V10 engine. Other than that, it was the Monza spec of the car. The task was a flying mile. That means the car is timed at full speed between 2 checkpoints with an average speed taken.
So not even like the top speed that it gets to, just the average speed that it gets to has to get over 400 kilometers an hour. I really hope there's a video associated with this. I really hope there is, because I feel like I need to see that.
Wind advantage, and an average is taken from the 2 runs. They had 11 miles to use, and it took 5 miles to get up to speed, so everything had to be so precise.
5 miles to get up to speed?
Had to be made at the perfect moment. Alan spoke about his experience driving an F1 car at top speed on what was literally salt. There's no feedback. You're surrounded by this vast whiteness. The only way you know you're going fast is because your helmet is getting pulled off your head and the car is screaming in 7th gear. Attempt after attempt, the team began to adjust to the surface, and Alan edged closer and closer to the goal in the most precise way possible. He was learning how the car would react and the perfect time to change gear to avoid spinning the wheels. They were getting closer and closer at each try, until one glorious run where they managed to hit, with a slightly modified F1 car, 400.454 kilometers an hour. Unbelievable scenes. The problem was, as I mentioned earlier, they also needed to hit that speed on the way back too.
Wait, what?
To officially achieve a 400 kilometers an hour speed record.
Wait, what? Okay, who is setting that metric for them? They are setting that goal for themselves. If you hit 400, you hit 400. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Unless I'm chatting on my ass. But I feel like that should count. I feel like it should count. That's pretty sick. I'm glad he actually did include footage of that too. The car looks gorgeous this way. Obviously they would never, like, this car is not made to corner on an F1 track at all. But if there's an F1 track with a lot of sort of flat land,
just shy of the 400 mark, and the official F1 record they hold is 397.360 kilometers an hour. Just shy of the 400 mark, but it is still the fastest an F1 car has ever officially gone.
boo.
Funnily enough, in testing for the event with the final spec car, Alan managed a ridiculous 413.205 kilometers an hour. Again though, it couldn't be repeated on the return.
You still did it. You still did it. 256 miles an hour. $256 miles an hour. That's all I'm saying.
The team had done it, but without the official.
I think it counts.
paper.
I think it
There you have
counts.
it, the story around the
Guys,
fastest
I'm not sure about
F1
you, but I'm
car
counting that. I'm 110% counting that. It doesn't matter how far they went, they still got to that speed. I think that's what I'm trying to wrap my head around. Obviously, you want to sustain that speed, but these cars aren't meant to sustain that speed for that long. You still got up there. And I think they should take credit for that. But obviously, let me know what you guys think. I did not realize it was that fast. I did not realize that they could take a Formula One car that fast. Honestly, the fact that Sergio Perez or Valerie Bottas are able to get their
This
cars
is
to
how
go this
fast
fast
Formula One cars
is absurd in
actually
the first
go.
place. I think it's absurd in the first place. You're in a race, and which honestly makes total sense now why at the end of this he kind of spins out in the corner, because his car was not meant to go that fast on this track. He's dragging him back too. It's so dope. That is so dope. Yeah, see, that's so. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts on that down in the comments below. I think that's pretty sick. Obviously, F1 they're not gonna count that as sort of a record. I think it's a record that should stand. 256 is the number that we're gonna take there. I think that's the number we should take. That's honestly just finding the fastest speed record in an F1 car with like no restrictions, no regulations, just flat out speed, power, see what you can do. I think that's pretty cool. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. We're going to take a look at the Bugatti video with the number 256 in the back of our mind. You guys said 250 was the top speed for a Bugatti. I would like to see it. I would like to see it. And if an F1 car is faster, then we're going to go with that. But I love, honestly, let me know stuff about the Bonneville Salt Flats. I'm shocked, especially, oh my goodness, being from the US, that I did not know about that. That they held land speed records in the US. That's fucking dope. I could go visit that if I wanted to. I could fly there tomorrow if I wanted to. Not actually going to. But, yeah, you guys get the picture. Let me know your thoughts on that down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and peace.